and Democrats in general, really. And it'll be interesting to see.
May I interrupt you with a question?
Yeah, ask me further out. My hearing is,
Oh,
of course, in my language.
I'm really big on specifics. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I ask you what your 3 biggest fears are about this monument, what are they? Specifics.
There's really only one. We don't know nothing about it. We don't know what's coming. It can be anything. It can be basically have almost national park status to no problem at all. We don't know if there's going to be fees. We don't know how private land's going to be treated. On the Spruce Knob Seneca Rock National Recreation Area, they condemned a few acres around Seneca Rocks, but the law wouldn't let them condemn any more. But if you sell land, you have to give the Forest Service first option on buying it. And if they want it, they buy it for the appraised price. Now you can give it to your children, you can lease it, but you can't sell it until you see if the Forest Service wants it or not. They can put the same thing in this. They say there's not going to be any private land in it, but you don't know how that boundary is going to finally be drawn. It's simply the fear of not knowing and having very little chance to change it once it is established.
But you're not worried about anybody coming in and doing things like fracking or, I mean, you're not worried about anything catastrophic, right?
No.
Okay. So it's mostly a matter of private property ownership, access for timbering and fishing and hunting, and what else?
Every sportsman's group in the state, with the exception of Trout Unlimited, is against it. Now, not the environmental groups, but the sportsman's group, Wild Turkey Federation, the trappers, the Wild Turkey Federation, the deer, the bow hunters, all opposed it. I understand this will probably make the EU guy upset, but I understand Mr. Smith was elected head of the council in West Virginia at a meeting that did not have a quorum. The membership of Trout Unlimited never got to vote on it in the individual chapters, and they never got to vote on whether to support this or not. Now, if he wants to say that's false, go ahead.
I'm not, Mr. Smith.
But is the facts right?
I'm not with Charlie here now.
Okay. But anyway, in actuality, he's not legally the head of Trout Unlimited. The national membership, there's about 5 or 6 of them in the national membership, 2 of which are from West Virginia, believe it or not, that's elitist. And they push the brown trout. Yet, where do they go on their vacation? They go out west and fish for brown trout, which is an invasive species out there just the same as it is here. And what do they do with them when they catch them? They take pictures of them, throw them back, and go show their friends back in West Virginia all the nice big trout they caught. If you go to the Trout magazine, Trout Unlimited's national magazine, and leaf through it, half the pictures you see in it's brown trout. And they're invasive species nationwide. Why do they make such a big deal out of it here and yet support it so strongly everywhere else? It's two-faced. It's exactly what it is. I'm trying to sit down. Now, somebody's got a question.
Let me add something. You're absolutely right. I'm the voice of experience. About 30 years ago, I was involved in making the New River a national river. We were part of the club that pushed that, and we wanted to save the river. And in 1978, they passed a law 95-625 that made it a national river and put it under the National Park Service. And I was involved in all the meetings that wrote up the land management. And the whole idea